Okay, cool. What you going by?
AriaKai.
AriaKai. AriaKai. Put your right hand up and your left hand on your word, wherever you decide your left hand is or your word is. Hold it just like that.
What am I about to say myself to do? Y'all was already making me nervous.
Whatever you agree to. Let's see. I'm crying. Do you solemnly agree?
Nope.
I'm crying. We might have to stop this early.
Cut.
Do you solemnly agree that we have your permission to post this across all of our social media platforms?
Yes.
Is there anything, and I do mean anything, that is off limits that you don't want us to ask you about?
Probably. I can't think of it right now, though.
Okay, do you understand that
I'm
if there
going to
is...
no comment, huh?
Okay, cool. Do you understand that if there is something that's off limits, you can tell us no, you want to pass, or move forward?
Okay, yes.
Okay, cool. Let's get it.
People just be asking to take the interview down. Somebody wrote me today like, "Hey man, can you take the interview down? My team don't like it." So I done got this shit like.
Yeah, because what y'all asking? I be asking some crazy stuff.
Real shit. That's
I tried to watch a couple before I came in here.
I think everyone should.
Okay. Okay, literally is no pressure. I'm your host, Bangem Bugg.
It's your girl, just K for real.
And we got a special guest. She already introduced herself, so tell everybody where you originally from.
Ooh, I'm originally from Würzburg, Germany. I'm already back.
Oh, that's lit.
Yeah, but my family from Mississippi, so I got a little bit of everything.
You look like you from Mississippi.
What that look like?
From Mississippi.
I'm just fucking.
I don't think I look country at all. I think they look country.
Nah, you can have a country look for sure.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They look country.
I look country?
Yeah.
I act country.
You just talk like proper. Like. Okay. Did you grow up both of your parents?
Yes, I did.
And like, give me like your relationship like with your dad.
Oh, I'm a daddy's girl. I'm a big daddy's girl. So I'm happy to my daddy. I'm okay. Like somebody gotta check on me. My mama and me, woo, we have a rocky love-hate relationship. Like, love her to death with doing things for her, but we definitely clash. She's a Leo, I'm a Taurus. It doesn't work.
For real?
Yes.
I'm a Leo. Some of my favorite people
Wait.
are Taurus. August 5th.
Hers is the 20th. This Saturday.
Oh.
Girl, we got to it today. I don't got time for it. Okay, no, but we act sort of alike, but it's very different. Her, the way she do things and the way she think about things is way different from me. I'm more free, we had different crowds, so she was way, in her time they didn't have too much. Now it's a little different, you know what I'm saying?
She too straight?
Used to be, for sure, used to be. But I feel like now, she let me, do me most of the time, but it's my mouth, I guess. I tell everybody the same. I don't know, I've been this way since forever. And it's with her, it's like, I'm the mother type of thing. I get it. I definitely get it, but I ain't, same respect, though. I don't know how y'all feel about that, because I know some people will be like, I mean, that's your mama, you should still, and I get it, but at the same time, I'm still respectful.
Yeah.
But there's certain times where I just feel
You're not going to talk to me any kind of way.
Exactly. And then I'm grown now, so it's not, I feel like, you should still give me the same respect.
Yeah.
I don't know.
My thing with, go ahead. You about to say?
Nah, go ahead.
I was about to say, like, my thing with that, like, if I ever got into it with my mom, like, she'll, like, try to call me out my name, because she do my sister like that. I leave, and I won't answer the phone probably for, like, 2 weeks or something.
Yeah.
So, if you do that, it's like they know, like, they can't talk shit to you like that, and they'll stop doing it. But if you keep coming around and you sticking around, just letting them motherfuckers just talk shit, they gonna keep doing it.
I stopped talking to my mom for a whole year. I didn't see her. I didn't talk to her. And she tried, of course she kept in touch with, like, my dad, my stepdad, and they would give her stuff, even if I say, don't tell her nothing about me. But I physically didn't see her or talk to her. And when we did talk, which was crazy, she came to my dad's house and we had a conversation. But I felt like when we left that conversation, everything still wasn't resolved. Like it's something I need to ease myself back into, but I didn't get the opportunity because that same night, I lost one of my stepbrothers. So it was kind of like I had to kind of jump back in as family. You get what I'm saying? Which kind of put us back in the room, but. It is what it is. Love her to death, but I I don't fuck with the vibe all the time. Can we cuss?
Yeah, you can cuss.
Yeah, I don't fuck with the vibe all the time. So I kind of keep my distance. I love her from a distance, and you can't ask her. She's like one of those people. Like if I ask for help, it's like, oh, but if your tone, I'm gonna help you, but if your tone turn or you say something I don't like, then I can just snatch it back. I hate that. It's like a puppet, you know, that you play with. No. And so I don't even ask her for shit anymore because it just comes to the point where it's kind of like, yeah, it's too much. It's too much, and I don't be having time for that. I'm trying to be at peace now. It's too much going on mentally.
So what's something you asked her for and she like snatched it back?
Shit. Everything. I feel like I can ask my mom like when in 2018 when we was going real hard like everywhere with music, it just was certain things like shows and things like that she would just literally not tell me about or feel like we should cancel because she didn't like the tone or we wasn't vibing. Now you messing with my actual, like my baby. This is my career, something I want to do. You can't do that.
Was she your manager?
At the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Not anymore. And that's because we clashed too much. It was kind of like, I had dancers and everything. So for that, it was kind of like different shows we wouldn't do just because of how you felt. That's crazy. And stuff I wouldn't know about. I wouldn't be told, but I mean, she does. I don't want to like be hard on her the whole time because she does always have my best interest at heart. Which she's my mom, so of course she's going to. We just gotta have boundaries, and that's probably with anybody in any relationship. At some point, it's a family member somewhere that you gotta put a little hold on. So that's me and her. But me and my daddy, we is like this. We is one of the same people. For real.
Okay, so
No, go ahead.
He said that's cute.
Yeah, so that's cute.
Oh, okay, so give me a traumatic experience you had as a child.
A traumatic experience. Dang, I wasn't ready for all this.
Mm.
I ain't really. I've had. I don't know what would be traumatic. I've had heartbreaks and things like that make me feel like that's traumatic shit. I've had, like I feel like friends are really important to me. And sometimes when it ain't working, like it just throws you off all the way. People are not necessary, but I think a couple of good friends are needed. And I don't know, I can't give you no like specific because I've had a couple times. There's things that people say to me that I hold on to.
Like what?
Like it was one time, like my mama, for example, the things that she will say to me will cut me deeper than anybody. I don't care what nobody say. And it was like this one time, young, I was in high school, I was like 16 or something like that, and I just want to go outside like with my friends and chill out. And it was kind of like we was into it, and she had said some shit like, if a man or if a boy tells you anything nice, you'll drop your pants for him. I wouldn't even have sex at this time. You know what I'm saying? Didn't want to, scared, low key. And why would you say some shit like that to me?
She's trying to see what you.
Yeah, that's traumatizing. You know how long I've held on to that? I still talk about it right now. So yeah, I don't do stuff like that. That's not even my person. Very, I'm very sensitive. Emotional. Yeah, I ain't afraid to say it though, because it is what it is. That's why I am. But I'm very passionate about the things that I'm sensitive about. So it's like that button that you push and it ain't the right one. You're gonna get the wrong reaction. That's just how it goes. But I'm very sensitive.
Okay.
That's probably something people are not. Well, if you get to know me, you know.
I can tell.
I'm crying.
Just said. Okay, I snoop around people's Facebook. I ain't do too much.
Ain't no man.
He said, love will find me. My husband is out there. So, like, what's your problem with finding a guy? Or you got one?
What's their problem? I think my problem is I have a strong personality. A lot of men can't take that.
What the fuck does that mean?
I'm crying. Not.
It means that I come off. I have like people tell me that I'm like controlling or demanding. It's the type of spirit I have.
Example.
If I tell you I want something, or if I want to do something, or I'm suggesting something for you, it's not to control you. Or to be demanding. It's because I care. Most times when I do things, I do it out of care or because I fuck with you like that. So if I don't say nothing, then I don't give a shit. It's kind of like when you're in a relationship and your girl stops telling you how she feel or what she want, then she probably ain't even all the way there with you no more. That's how I am. I'm very demanding, or it comes off as being demanding, but I just be like, trying to guide people, I guess. In my personality.
I'm saying the man do the guiding, so you already
Do
fucked
they?
up right there. Yeah.
Guide me to what?
To
Half of
happiness.
y'all don't have it together.
What? Oh, you talking about them other lame niggas, but you know, you get
I
like
just said had.
a
Y'all said y'all
grown
because
nigga.
you a man, but you.
you know,
Yeah,
they got
it
this
is.
shit together. So what's something you would suggest to your man, like, or what's something
It
you
might
have
be petty.
suggested?
For the last dude I was with, I suggested he stay by himself, right? But I'm the type of, my dad does this, so like I get it from my dad. Being a military family is kind of like you just have certain standards or certain ways that you do stuff. When I go to the grocery store, I buy a bulk of things. Like, it's just me, but I'll go buy a big ass thing of tissue or toilet paper. I'm not gonna go buy one roll because it's just me. That's stupid. Now you're going to the store every day. So my suggestion to the last person was to go buy enough paper towels or enough tissue so you don't have to go. And then if I come over here, I need to wipe. Yeah, y'all stand up, but I need to wipe. I don't need to come in here and this one roll. You know what I'm saying? Like, you almost out of toilet paper. I suggested that. He felt like I was trying to control him, tell him what to do in his household. How the fuck do you get that?
What?
Yeah, I don't know. You asking? I'm telling you.
So
I'm
basically, you
confused.
just saying buying bulk, and he
Yeah.
took that as you trying to control me.
You think I don't know that I need toilet paper and tissue? It's just me. Okay.
He look like he like real young or something.
No, he older than me.
How old is
30. He just turned 37.
he?
I'm 31.
He should be. Yeah, I think.
It be
niggas
little-
that old
it be
buying
little-
bulk, that's a little weird.
Nah, I think you should
And
buy
that's
a bulk.
small, you know, that's small. So I feel like I don't really know. I don't think it's me. I think I have a strong personality for sure. And it comes across.
That's
different
something
to other
petty though.
people.
Like,
It is, but that is something that I go through with niggas, like, and then we don't talk no more. Or
Over
if you
that?
don't get not on me, on them.
Well-
If I don't give it up when they want it, you're not talking. Why? If I've given it up before.
I'm saying, I heard Lil Duval. He was saying like, when you really don't want a girl, you have like, anything small could be like why you would get rid of it. Like, why you pouring the cereal in a bowl like that, bitch? Get out of here. Like,
Yeah.
so when the guy
And
don't
he
really
look
want
at
you, yeah, that's probably.
They probably don't really want me then. I don't know.
You picking wrong, I guess.
Nah,
I
think
don't pick these
She
people.
bossy. That's the whole kid.
And
Like,
when she ain't really saying that.
yeah, like that's what it's giving. It's bossy, and then she talking about she a Taurus and all of this stuff. Like, no, she remind me of my sister. She is giving strong personality, but it's giving bossy. Like, she's telling us way nicer than probably how she be giving it to these dudes.
No, this is how I am with everybody. I promise you, I'm the same the whole way around. But if we having a conversation, I literally said it like that. I won't
Was
even
that like
say it like
that was like the 8th thing you told him he should do?
probably.
Right?
It's probably it probably. I ain't even gonna lie, cause I do that. Like, but it's a suggestion to me.
Right. She's like, I suggested it, but she really like, nigga, look, you some shit.
This
Your
what you
apartment
need
is
to
dirty.
do.
This is what you need to get done. Like, he like, God damn, girl.
Yeah,
you
I
just
think
got
that's the
here."
problem too. I've heard that I nitpick on things like, and I never wanted to be that person because I've had somebody tear me down, like confidence wise and self esteem and all that stuff. And so I think that I will say that a little bit of that has probably rubbed off to me doing it to other people.
It was your mother?
She does it. People I've been in relationships with have done it to me, and I think that it took me a minute, but I be trying to like get out of it and like treat people how they treat me. But I'm really sweet. Like I give people my last. I'm really a good person to be with. I'm pretty much together. My head is focused, but it can be intimidating as well to people who don't always have it together.
Standards.
Yeah, definitely. But I don't. If you see people I date, or if I tell you how I've been treated, you would think I don't though, and that's crazy. And people will tell me that ain't the person. Like, dude didn't never take me out on a date or nothing. Nothing. I would ask for this stuff, and he would get mad because I'm asking.
Was he broke?
No, he just wasn't doing it. I think that men are gonna do what they want to do for the woman they want to do it for, and I just wasn't the woman. And then half of the niggas that I've had have been Build-A-Bear ass niggas. I call them because they don't have shit. I have everything. I got the money.
How you end up dating them?
You go for anything.
They be cute.
I don't think I go for anything. One of them wasn't even somebody I would have been ever attracted to, but he treated me like I needed to be treated. like I wanted to be treated, how I felt I needed to be treated. I think that I go for them based off of like how they make me feel. I don't think it's looks, because if you look at, I don't think it's looks. I've had a lot of non-attractive people.
Okay, what's your type?
I don't have a type. If I like you, I like you. Like, I like, of course, everybody would be like, you know, you want a good looking person or somebody with muscles or whatever. You know, whatever your type is. But I don't really, if you make me feel a certain type of way and I can vibe with you and we got chemistry, I'll probably give you a chance.
What celebrity would you date out the gate? Like, you would just love them.
Chris Brown.
Oh, you like the light skin? That's what you used to go for?
Yeah. But I've had, the last one was dark. Last two were dark. It just depends. I don't really have a type. It's just whatever comes. And if we vibe, we vibe. I try to do it differently because I feel like I've had a type before, or I've chose a certain like light skinned men. They don't do right. I've had older guys. They don't know how to act. I've had niggas my age. They don't do it. It's kind of like, I don't know. Eventually, I feel like, and I wrote that because I feel like sometimes I'm gonna be alone. I want one kid. That's it. Maybe two, but I definitely want one. And I think I'm not gonna get it.
What if he like the perfect nigga and he said, I want 4?
That I can compromise. It just depends on where we are. Are you, you know, where are you to want 4? Are we gonna be able to financially be able to handle 4? That's another thing I'd be like afraid of, especially in the time that we in right now. Are you gonna stick around? That's what you talking about having 4. Let's get to 1. And most of these niggas already got kids. That's another thing. I don't have any. He had 3.
It's a lot of
majority
kids,
of the niggas I've been with have had
3, 4 kids.
2 or 3. That is not what's up. It's not what's up. That's not what's up. That's not what I look for. They just happen to have that. And to be honest with you, last 3 I have not looked for. I be in my own peace, and they'll insert themselves in my life. And I give it a chance, and then I'm the one looking crazy and stupid at the end because I done gave or sacrificed or put my best foot forward to show you who I am, and then you fuck over me.
Yeah, about the guy. So the guy never took you out. Like, so did you require that at first? Like, he took you out one time and y'all just started chilling, or y'all just always straight?
We never went when we first got together. It was at his crib. Like, I met him at his crib.
So you got it.
So after that,
But it wasn't supposed to be. It was never supposed to be a relationship. I went for music purposes. That was it.
Oh, who was it?
I can't say that. I ain't saying
Avenue?
that. Fuck no.
He ain't your type?
No, not at all. Sorry, no.
Okay.
No. What? No, I would never. I'm sorry. Avenue. Yeah, I can't. I fuck with Avenue the long way. He is a good person, but I would never.
Yeah, he said you was a 10.
Thank you. I'm cool though. We cool as friends. I don't want.
What's wrong with him though? Like,
I'm not attracted to him.
just how alpha looks.
Just how period. I'm cool on it. I just don't think we match up. I think some men are just meant to be friends with. I don't need to be or test the waters with everybody. It ain't unnecessary. And I know that I'm an attractive person, like, and I haven't always thought like that. I don't always think like that. I'm not conceited at all, but I know I'm not ugly. So it's gonna be people who are attracted to me, but what are you bringing to the table? I now have a home, so now I have to look for different things. I didn't have a home before. I had an apartment, but I had the car with most of these niggas. I had the home, I had the money, I had the job. Y'all have nothing. So now,
what you say, y'all?
Yeah, y'all. not y'all. I'm talking about the men. I'm talking about the men that I've dated, like some of them in the past. I ain't gonna say all of them, because some of them have had a car or an apartment or whatever. But I don't feel like anybody is on the same level. I've dated anybody on the same level as me.
How much you make a year?
Why? They need to know that.
You saying levels, so I'm trying to
I'm
figure
saying
out
levels on where I am mentally, as far as like where I'm at. It ain't about a number and your income. Now I'm not a material girl, or a materialistic girl, so buying gifts, of course, people like. I love that, but it's not a requirement. And you to have a whole bunch of money is also not a requirement for me. I don't need your money because I have my own. That's why I say if I can bring what I'm bringing to the table, what are you bringing? Just like if I ask you for a date, I shouldn't even have to ask you for that. That's something that should just be done. I think that what I stressed about the date was that's how I'm gonna get to know if I even like you outside of this house. We cool in here, but how do I know how you act outside in public? Where can I take you? How do we vibe together? That matters to me. So I want to go out with you. It don't gotta be no dinner date. It don't gotta be food. We could go mutual. I don't care about paying. Like that's me. If we go on a date, if I ask you, I'm taking them. Like I'll be like, this is what I want to do. I have to drag some people out. Just because that's not their comfortability, I guess. They don't plan, they don't do stuff like that. That's me. I like to take trips, I do all that type of stuff. But if I can do it for myself and you can't do it with me,
right.
Levels. That's a level. We're not on the same level. Just like I said, I now own a home. I feel like now I need somebody who own a home or a condo or is on some type of level with me. I don't.
They can't have an apartment.
They can have an apartment. They got their own. As long as you got your own shit, I'm not picky about it. But I gotta have somewhere to come. You don't need to always just come to me. I've had that too. That's called what? That's using. To be honest with you, that's all it is. And then most of the time, majority of the time, every one of those people that I've been with have now done exactly what I suggested and have different stuff now. I have an ex that punched me in the face like a nigga in front of 3 dyke bitches, right? Never had a job in his life, was a straight dope boy. Had a baby on me once, cheated twice.
Oh my God.
Yeah, 3 years I stayed though. Crazy.
Oh, hell no.
And guess what? Now he got a job. Now he got a car. He got money. But he also has 2 additional children. Not my issue, but you got the things that you never had. Another ex I had nothing. Literally nothing. And got put out of places, and I had to find places, and I have 2 homes. At the time, I have 2 parents, you know what I'm saying? So I have 2 homes to go to, if that's what I wanted to do. But I'm out here acting like I'm homeless with your ass. Love. And I found the places, but now you have 2 cars, you have a great job, you have money. But all this, and every one of my exes come back. I don't have one to this day that I haven't had that don't be on my line. And I don't entertain it because that was past shit. And I've learned my lesson. I've gotten over it. You were for a moment. You're not for forever. But they all have come back. Every last one of them to this day, right now.
A chick told me that. And I was the first one who said, I ain't coming back. Fuck that shit. But yeah, I guess
You ain't
guys
go back?
always, no, I ain't never go back.
You don't think
When
about
she
it?
tried to come back, I was like, I don't know what you want, but I know it ain't me, so we wasting each other time.
Well, who ended it?
She left. But then she wanted to come back like most women do.
Yeah.
So,
But see, she left. You didn't leave. So if you left, it's gonna be a time probably where you would have thought about her and came back, or tried it, or communicated in some form.
It's like over the years, that's how it was. So then it's just like, what we doing?
They all come back. They always come back, and they always come back after you done moved on with your life and you good. Just to kind of throw a curveball to see where you at. Check the temperature. Cause if you had somebody that could like, that you know like you really had feelings for, you was in love with her, you really did a lot for her, they gonna play off that every time. So they don't think that they can come back and it's gonna be smooth sailing, we in and out. No, you gotta just have a boundary for yourself. I built up a lot of people, and I'm done with that. Now I want to be built up. So I think that the things that I suggest are the things that I say.
Okay.
Bossy ass. That's probably what it is. I don't care. Like, I don't care.
You shouldn't.
You gotta learn to obey. You know what I'm saying? Just find the right.
Obey.
Right.
Obey what?
Nah, you supposed to say.
But what do you mean when you say that? Because since you've been asking, what does that mean? Obey what? Like, what would you say?
When I suggest something, it need to be done.
Give me an example.
It could be something that's like come be in the house at this time because niggas is robbing, or just any little thing. Or like you can ask a girl to park closer to the door at the house, and she'll argue with you about some little simple shit like that.
Why? That's what she gonna say. That's what she gonna say.
It's
Why?
safer for you to park close to the door. You know what I'm saying? Like something.
No, I don't got no problems with that. That show to me, it show you care.
You say that to you in the moment. You like, nigga, what the fuck I gotta move the car for? Like,
I mean, I probably would still ask, but once you give me an explanation, I think it's logical. I might, make a move.
Mm-hmm.
That's just like you said, telling me come home. Now that's a lot. Like you telling me to come home at a certain time. Why? For what reason?
Because people are robbing people.
Yeah, well, that happens every day. It happens in broad daylight. But I got something going on right now. It depends on what I'm doing. It ain't about obeying. It's about compromising and having the same energy with each other. Because if I turn around and tell you to be at this house at a certain time, now you think I'm demanding. Now you think I'm bossy. Why I got to be here at this time? And it'll be because of the way that it comes off. Nigga,
I mean, how often you say that?
I don't ever tell nobody what to do.
If you said it, it's probably a reason, so I'll be like, okay, cool. Like,
No, you always tell people what to do. Not you don't ever.
Yo, stop listening to her.
You always
I do
tell
not.
Girl.
What?
These
Okay, so
suggestions.
you think that's my okay? So that's probably my problem. I don't know how to change that though.
I don't think you have to change it. I think that whoever you deal with got to be able to deal with it.
There you have it.
Is
Is that too much to ask for though?
No. If that's who
You
you
don't
are,
think so?
if
oh,
somebody,
I ain't hear what you said. What you say?
is it too much to ask for the person that want to deal with you to take you as you are? No.
Because I said I feel like I should have
depends.
to change. Like I don't want to keep
I be
changing.
feeling like that, but I be thinking like, no, like, cause there's some stuff I need to fix, but I be feeling like too, well, you should take me how I am, but it's just the way I talk to people is like, I don't talk to people the right way, so I just can't.
You don't.
So I just can't like, oh, you gotta accept me for talking to I can't, cause I know I can't talk to my mama how I talk to everybody. I can't talk to my girl how I talk to other people, so
Yeah.
I'm just now realizing it, but at first I was like, yeah, I'm gonna talk to everybody the same.
That's me though.
So-
That's my mama tell me that too. Like you talk.
You don't know how to talk to people.
Yeah, everybody tells me that though.
You
Not
gotta
just
switch
her,
it
but
up.
a lot of my friends tell me that. Like Keisha, you just why you ain't have to say it like that. And it's kind of like I don't mean, and then I have to explain. I'm very much an explainer. Like I always explain, but if you gonna still take it the way you take it, what can I do about
Right.
it? All my friends, if you know me personally, like and people who don't know me personally, just by you talking to me will let you know that I'm not gonna say nothing to hurt your feelings intentionally. Whatever I'm telling you is the truth. I'm very like, what is it? Bold or whatever, blunt. When
Right.
I say what I'm talking about, it don't got nothing to do with trying to hurt your feelings. Like, and people take it wrong all the time with me. All the time. I always feel like I need to change who I am. I'll be like, man, I'm tired of that shit. Cause why you can't take me as I am? Same thing with old girl. Like, why you can't take me as I don't understand. You mad because I'm sitting here telling the truth. But honestly,
I just am who I
how
am.
else do you want me to tell you? Because at this point, it's kind of like you ain't getting it if I say it nice, you know?
Right.
With a smile on my face, you ain't getting it. So I have to be a little bit more aggressive and straightforward. People can't always say that either. I'm very much blunt. And when I say that, I don't care who you are. Like, I'm going to say it how it is. But if you know me, you know I mean well.
I think it's like how you said, when it comes to people that you love, yeah, you could compromise certain shit. Like, if it makes sense to you, like you said, if it's logical and in my head,
Yeah.
the stuff add up, cool, I got you. Like, if I'm saying something and I'm hurting your feelings, cool.
Mhm.
I will change the way that I said it.
Yeah, I have no problem with that. But I ain't going to keep on changing
Yeah.
just to, just to
I need you to
feel the way I
understand
feel.
that sometimes K is K. Like, that's how I talk. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
Yeah.
It's just, that's how it came out. As long as you can understand that, it's like, cool. Like, I'll change sometimes. Like, I will mentally be in my mind, like, don't hurt this person's feelings when
Yeah.
you talk. But if I do hit your heartstrings, like,
I'm sorry.
you know I did not mean to. I apologize.
Man, these people is a trip though. Like people is a trip. I can't with it.
People
Can't
be
see it.
hurt.
Yeah, people is a trip, but it's okay.
It's good to, you can't change everything, but it's just certain stuff you can try to work on.
Mm-hmm.
I have a homework assignment to do about self-love because my friend asked me like, do I love myself? And I think that's also like number one,
Mm-hmm.
and as to why I'm probably not with nobody.
Because you love yourself too much?
I don't.
You don't love yourself enough?
Yeah,
Mm.
at all for real.
I would say that as far as just based off of what you told us, is like you basically just let the losers be like, I fuck with you, and then you like, okay, well, let me try it out. And like, if you love yourself more, you're not gonna go for that
Probably
shit.
because, yeah, I feel like worthy, like self-worth and all of that, I gotta get back in tune with that. Then sometimes I be feeling like, am I really worthy of somebody's love for real?
Why?
Yeah, everybody is.
Why you don't feel like that? Why you don't feel worthy?
Cause, when I feel like when I put my all into things, I get let down still, and so it makes me feel undeserving.
Why? What? I get my heart broke all the time. I just enjoy the good shit, man, and move on to the next one.
How? This just happened. Like I just probably ended it with somebody like a month ago, right? I still think about it. It still hurts my feelings.
They was a loser.
Well, he didn't take me on no date.
Oh, it was him.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
Nah, for real. Like I got cussed out, everything, and I would literally be like this. With him, I was like this. Where he would be like this, and I'm just looking at him, and it's kind of like, like I never been treated like that before. That's probably worse, and I still, for some reason, want that. That's weird. Like want him a part of my life, even if we're not together, but friends. I still like want a friendship. Is that weird?
Yeah. I mean, nah.
No, for real. No, for real. I need to hear it straight, because for real.
Lonely.
I'm not lonely. I'm gonna be honest with you. I never in my life have been lonely. Ever.
Have you ever been
Yesterday
alone?
was my first day. I had like a breakdown yesterday.
Have you ever been alone?
I'm alone every day. Don't mess with me.
But alone, like no one to call, no one to reach out to.
Yesterday. That was my first day ever.
But outside of that, you always with somebody.
No, but I always have somebody to call. Like
To
a friend
refer to,
or
right.
whatever. Yeah. Yesterday.
They're still alone. I'm saying
Yeah.
like somebody who with you all the time. Y'all talk it out. All the, you know what I'm saying?
Like a companion, or you talking about a friend?
A companion.
Somebody who stay with you.
No, definitely not.
Well, you alone then. Fuck you talking
But I'm
about?
not lonely. I'm alone, but I'm not lonely. Like I don't long to be around. I'm the only child. I don't long to be around nobody. I've always been alone. If you want to say it like that, then I don't long for that. Yesterday I longed for that.
You don't have to long for it to be lonely. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Lonely is just.
I don't get what you said, because you hear me up here
Just
telling
because
me
you
I'm not.
don't want it, don't mean you're not lonely. You get what I'm saying?
What does that mean to you? What does lonely mean to you?
Just being by yourself, like you.
I like that.
You by yourself. You alone.
I like that.
with it.
You like that?
I think it's because you might have not had like a real relationship. Like, cause some women be like a certain age and you be like, bitch, you ain't never had no real. Like when they tell me how niggas be acting, I be like, you ain't never had no real boyfriend.
Yeah.
So maybe you need a real boyfriend, and then you gonna be like, I don't want no fucking like by myself shit ever. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
I'm a relationship type of girl though. I like being with a person, but I don't feel lonely if I don't have nobody. That's just me, honestly. Like I'm at peace more when I don't have nobody. I ain't got nobody getting on my nerves.
So why do you think you like him then, or why do you think you miss him then? If
you
don't
always
think it's
want
going-
something. You want anything that leaves.
Yeah, I think he
You
was
always
feeling
want
a
that.
void. I think that's what it was. I think he was feeling a void for me, and he do music too, so it's kind of like as a friend, I think he's a good person. He's not good for me in that way. You know what I'm saying? We vibe better when we're just like this.
Friends.
Yeah. When you try to mix, oh, I want you to be my man, which he was not. So I can't even say we wasn't in no relationship. He wasn't my man, but we was. I would say we had understanding, but I guess I was the only one. I don't know. I think he was trying. Like we said, we loved each other. So I think he was trying, but he's one way. You know what I'm saying? And when somebody set in their ways like that, like he do the same routine every day. That's kind of how it is. Now I feel like, you know, if it was a little different with maybe how we started, it would have been. We probably would have, you know, had it.
Oh, okay.
Been cooler. Okay.
No, you straight.
But I don't know, like I get it because I've been friends with like all my exes and stuff.
Yeah.
So I understand that, like, And I've had that situation where it's like, dang, I wish I could be somebody's friend or whatever, but they just crazy or like they fucked up. So it's like,
yeah, everybody tell me I don't need. Why they ask me the same question, like, why do you want him? Why do you miss him? Why do you want to even? I don't know, crazy. That's what I would say.
But
crazy.
because y'all had a different type of bond before it became that. Because y'all bonded over doing music and working with each other.
Right.
So now it's like, dang, I can't even work with you no more.
I can't even talk to you about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like I lost a friend.
Yeah.
And I don't want it to be like that because I ain't got no issues.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why we don't talk right now. Be real with you, he just never said nothing else.
I don't really like being friends with women like exes because they always asking for shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? If we could be
What
cool,
you mean?
It's a female.
they be want deal money and they need you to do. You be
Deal
like,
money?
bro, get the fuck on. You ain't my
You
girl.
got some
no more.
build a bear ass women.
Yes,
That's what you
exactly.
got. That's what I call them. Because you know, you go in the when I say build a bear, y'all know you got the build a bear store. So you go in there, you just pick out whatever you want. Okay, now you can't do that. I mean, with a person, but you are building them up to be who you didn't like, somebody that you didn't meet. This gonna be a whole different person when they done with you. And sometimes we kind of gotta just accept the L that we built them up to be great for somebody else. Like, and that has happened to me several times. I look and they in a relationship happy. They be like, nigga,
They probably not happy anyway.
that is true. Cause I done seen a whole one of my exes got married. This is somebody that I wanted to marry. Got married, divorced a couple months later. You can't be too happy, but you know, people do what they think is right for them in the moment. And I think that kind of is why right now I think it's fresh.
Mm-hmm.
Probably in a couple weeks I won't really give a fuck to have him around or be his friend. Because to be honest with you, I can't say one thing good about him. Besides, he's great at music and he gave me compliments, you know, daily or whatever. But anything else, I can't really.
He wasn't good in bed or nothing?
I mean, yeah, he was great. We have great sexual chemistry.
He was
yeah.
great.
Yeah, he was great. We got great sexual chemistry, but that ain't. I'm definitely me personally. Probably something people don't know.
You don't like sex?
I ain't that I don't like it. I don't. It's not something that is necessary for me. Like, I don't need that to be with you. If that makes sense. I need you to stimulate my mind before you stimulate my body. That's just me. That's how you attract me. That's how you turn me on.
So you could be with like an old nigga with everything. Like, you know.
No. 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 I don't want no old niggas. I mean, like, you still got your standards, but it's not like I don't like when guys talk to me about sex, make jokes about sex. Like, I feel like that's all you want from me. That's all you see me as is a fucking body. I don't like that. And that's something that he used to do. Something that most men do. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that.
That's not sexy anyway.
It's unattractive.
Like what? Like what you mean joking?
Like, yeah, you'll make a joke. Like, say we had sex last night, and this morning you gotta talk about it. Like, we know what it was. We talked about it last night.
Corny.
Now you gotta make a joke. Like, yeah, you was like this last. That's stupid.
I done met girls.
Girls, I ain't that girl though. So you can't. You gotta treat people how they are. That's why I say, like, you can have a real freaky bitch. Like, she like all that extra shit. I'm not her though. So when you talking to me, you gotta understand how to address me or how we vibe.
You're not freaky?
With the right person, yeah, and in the right moment. But I don't think I'm freaky for real. I think I gotta be intoxicated. That's weird, huh?
She probably freaky.
Okay,
I'm like, what?
I said you probably freaky.
I've been told a couple times, but I don't think it.
I'm cracking that.
Okay, let me do one more. Okay, a time you cried while explaining yourself.
I cry every time I explain myself. You can't tell? I'm talking to you about this. You don't hear it like.
No, we gotta see some tears right
I don't want to do that today. I did that all yesterday. They could come easily. Like, I was about to cry a minute ago. That's why when you said that you thought I was sensitive, or that you could tell I'm sensitive, I thought that was why. Because you could hear it. And my voice breaks up like that. And when I'm like real passionate, like, you can hear it. When I'm real passionate about something, I'll cry instantly. It takes nothing. Us talking about this because it's so like fresh will make me cry.
Oh, Sting.
Okay, we gonna I guess we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Yeah, so tell us about the P Valley.
P Valley. What about it?
Like how did you get the role, and like do you enjoy like being on set?
I love being on set. For me personally, you know, I'm an artist first, but I like to do all things entertainment. that's hosting, that's acting, that's radio hosting. I like doing all that. Like, I've done all of those things. Being on P Valley though, I like the environment of the scenes, and you know, I did background stuff majority. So a lot of people don't like doing background because you're there all day. You gotta do scene after scene, take after take. I like that type of shit. So it bothered me none. And with the people on P Valley, I just have to say they are so amazing. Like, they're so friendly. Everybody there was really like helpful in many ways. You can talk to them. Networking is always key in this industry, and we all know that. So going there, like even talking to the PA people, like the people who are over background, trying to get in position to even work with them on a permanent basis is like something you could talk about. But being picked, because I was background for like 2 episodes, and then I actually got picked for a specialty role by the director for the waitress scene. And I just feel like honored, to be honest with you, because you get handpicked not because they know you, but because of how you fit for the role. And out of everybody, you feel what I'm saying, it was amazing. Like, everybody was very cool. Even Clifford, even which is Nico, even Jay Fines, who's Lil Murder. Like, everybody was so nice. And they're, you know, people have to understand it's a show. This is not them folks' real life. Like, I know they may seem gay, but that man's married. Like, my Lil Murder is married.
I gotta interject. So, could you date a guy who did gay scenes?
I think so.
Hell no.
Why? Because how do you know that they are real?
A straight man is not gonna do that.
I've heard that a lot of times, but you don't know what you're gonna do for the right amount of cash.
I know I ain't doing no gay scene.
You think he's gay? Yeah.
I ain't never watched it. I just
He's
heard him
married
show.
and has children.
You think gay men don't get married?
A straight man ain't gonna.
Yeah.
A straight man.
But definitely low key undercover people.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't think he's gay. He didn't give me gay vibes when we were.
I'm saying, I get what you're saying, but a straight man, if somebody was like, I give you $1 million to suck my dick, a straight man, I'd be like, no, bro, I'm good.
Well, I'm not doing.
I'm
not doing that. If you're doing it just in real life, just to be, you know what I'm saying? No, nah. I think I could date somebody acting doing that. I don't think I would probably. It would be weird. I have to like really trust my partner. I think that is where that comes in. If you don't trust your partner, then you already
You like bisexual, man. I ain't nothing wrong with that.
I do not like bisexual. I do not like bisexual men. I've never dated nobody.
You don't dislike bisexual men.
I don't want no bisexual men. I'm not gonna judge you, but I don't need you to have a dick in your ass or you putting one up somebody else's.
It's just for a scene.
No. No, I don't want to date I don't want to date nobody like that. But for the scenes, most times they're not really doing that. If they make it look real, but they're not really having sex.
Okay, take it from a straight man. Don't date no nigga who would do
Right.
it. You don't want to end up with no sissy. Like.
I'm cool on that. I'm cool on all that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what projects you got coming up?
It has been on pause, to be honest with you. You know, we going through times where inflation and everything else is just skyrocketing through the roof. Music costs money. Doing shows and acting and all that stuff, it all adds up. You gotta look a certain way. I had this, I had that. I have about 14, 15 songs in the chamber that could be ready to go for another EP or album, but I'm taking my time. I think that God aligns things at the right time, and when it's time to come out with some things, it's gonna happen. Just like with the hosting of the karaoke, I think that came at a time, and it was for a moment, a season. She just put me in a position for other people to see me, I felt like, and for me to showcase who I actually am in another realm. So with that, I'm always thankful for that, but that puts me in a place for new projects. I'm hoping to be I had an indie film I was doing in Florida. I don't want to talk too much about that because we're still working on it. It's like, people are unorganized as fuck, yo. But yes, they are unorganized as fuck, and I do not like that. I am a very please be together with your shit, especially because, well, as black people, like, that's what they expect of us, to be half-assed anyway. And so, like, a lot of stuff I'm not gonna waste my time on. If it makes sense, it makes sense. So at this point, I'm working on doing another film, not with that same person, but with a different person. So I'm hoping to do that. I'm hoping to get my radio show, AriaKai's Top 888, back going in the mixed radio. I got a lot of things that I'm doing, but I want to start selling candles. I got like so much up here that I want to do, but it gotta come in the right timing. So it's on the way.
Yeah.
Let's wrap up. She over there complaining and shit.
Did you hear me say one thing?
Yes, girl.
Okay.
You heard me say something? Besides just saying people being, he said 10 o'clock, it's 10:30.
Yeah, I can say,
So
I already got on that for you because they ain't show up till what time?
9:30.
She had the key out.
I even specifically wrote this morning, like, you sure? Because I work early in the
Oh,
morning.
what's
So I'm
that?
like, right. So I'm like, you sure? You like, yes.
My black people.
Bro, that's not
Right.
complaining.
Y'all know you can't
Don't
let you
classify it as complaining. Just, I didn't say one thing. Besides, until she said
Okay, let's
that
wrap
thing.
it up, man. Let's wrap it up. All right, literally, there's no pressure, man. We're going to see y'all, I guess, in a few minutes when we bring in this other interview.
I'm
Hey, if
ready.
you want.
So we gonna pause and we gonna smile for the camera.
Yeah.
For like 3 seconds. You too, bud. 1.
Good job.
It's gone. 3. You gonna smile? 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
See, I'll get on y'all, but I'll be cool about it. Some people not gonna be like that. So then how do you deal with that? You're a professional, remember? Remember that.
I beat myself. Fuck
No.
Yeah, he's not
For real.
But see, we gotta work on that.
Yes,
we gotta
we do,
write
my
that
black
down and
people.
work on that.
Oh, come on, write it down.
You gotta fix it. Fix it down. The base, because it's showing.
That's how I look.
No. you
That's
wasn't-
how I look.
You just wasn't looking like that. That's how it is. No, you was not.
That's my face.